This is a case of partial bicornu uterus. How it is called partial bicornuate in the uterus? We will diagnose it. This is the longitudinal view of the right horn, and the endometrium was measuring 16 mm. Now if we tilt this probe towards the right side, this endometrium is disappearing, and further here we can see the endometrium of the left horn. The most important point of diagnosing the bicornuate uterus by transverse probe is that the bladder should be fully distended to its maximum capacity, and this uterus should be scanned in the transverse view, starting from the here cervix, gradually move upward in the proper transverse plane. Here the body of the uterus is coming in the view now, and you can see the two endometrial cavity, they are getting separated in the transverse view. If you take the proper transverse view of this uterus, you will see the two separate endometrial cavity, and they are joining at this point over here. So this means that it is a partial bicornuate uterus. At this point it is joining. Now we will move the probe in the longitudinal view and see that where this point is located. So this point is located somewhere just somewhere above the internal ooze. So this is this suggests that these two horns are fusing at this point. That is the reason that the endometrial cavity is seen fusing at this point. This is the right horn, and this is the left horn. Okay, and this is the transverse view. If you go inferiorly, this endometrium is fusing over here. The transverse diameter of this uterus, it was around 7 centimeter roughly, 6.7 centimeter, roughly 7 centimeter, and there is endometrial hyperplasia also. This endometrium is quite thickened, hyperechoic, and shows tiny cystic areas inside. Patient is having amenorrhea since 2 months. Urine pregnancy test was negative. Very easy to diagnose if the bladder is full and the uterus is scanned in proper transverse section. Partial bicornuate uterus.